Welcome back to Michelle Regan Yoga. Today we are doing our flow class and it is going to be a hip opener. So it'll be similar to the class if you were with us on week 2 that we did. I'm just going to do a little variation in some of the sequencing, etc., etc. I'm a little stronger, a little more open, so we might push this class just a little bit. We'll see. So when you're ready, go ahead and come down onto your mats. Soles of your feet together, knees out wide in a reclined butterfly. And you don't have to have your heels in tight. You can have them away from you just a little bit. If this is uncomfortable to start, I would say just bring the legs straight out from that way, extend them out, and you'll have a little less pressure on the hip. But if you can do it, since we are working on our hips today, go ahead and let it go. You can either rest your hands on your belly and your heart, or you can take them off to the sides, palms up, gently touching index finger to your thumbs. And allow your bodies to rest. Slowly releasing control of each and every muscle. Closing your eyes, you relax your face, your cheeks, your tongue, your jaw. I want you to let go of anything going on outside your sanctuary. And just bring your awareness to your body and your breath at this time. If the mind starts to wander a little bit, it's okay, let it go. Make a note of it and then start to bring yourselves back into the breath. Remain present. It is the diaphragmatic breathing. On your inhale, you're inflating your belly first, then filling the ribs, then filling the lungs. And on your exhale, squeeze out. Lungs first, ribs next. And at the end, squeeze. Pull that navel into your spine, up under your ribs, so you are completely empty of air. Inhale, inflates. Feel your belly rise and expand. Fill your ribs, fill your lungs, bottom to top. Exhale, squeeze like you're wringing water from a wash rag all the way down, all the way around. Navel into spine, stay with it. Move into the Ujjayi breath if you haven't done so. Ujjayi is Sanskrit for breath of sound. And in our style of yoga, the Hatha-based yoga, that's how we create our heat and energy. On the inhale, feel as though the breath flows through the roof of the mouth to the back of your throats and down, bypassing your sinuses. Exhale, like you're going to fog the mirror. Make that ha sound in the throat, but your mouth stays closed. You want to keep that heat inside of your bodies and stay with it. Relax your cheeks, your tongue, your jaw, and open the throat wide now so you really hear and feel that breath as it's resonating inside. And as you're tuning into the sound of your breath, feeling this movement in the body, now go ahead and set your intentions. What is it that you need or want? What are you trying to bring into fruition? Once you have that vision, that sense, go ahead, seal it in with your breath. It's a full 5-count Ujjayi inhale. From your low belly, fill it up from back and sides. Keep drawing breath in till it comes all the way up the top of your throat so you're completely full of air. Exhale, squeeze out like you're wringing water from a wash rag all the way down, all the way around. Navel into spine. Stay with it if you will, opening your eyes. Keep the gaze soft and slowly draw your knees in. Give yourself a nice little hug here, rocking gently. All right, so let's do some basic core today. We're going to have our legs straight up, foot flexed hard. Go ahead, I want you to interlace your fingers, and if you can, keep the head and shoulders lifted, but if it's too much on the neck, lower down, because your head's not going to move at all, it's all legs. Go ahead and lower that left leg to a hover. If this is too much on you, foot flat. All right, ready? Big inhale. On the exhale, just like a slow leak, you're lowering right heel to left toe. And at the end, when you're empty of breath, it's heel to toe. Use that navel and push that low back down. Inhale, bring it right back up. I would keep your gaze straight up from your nose. So keep that spine in line. Exhale, lower slow. Heel to toe. and tap. Inhale back up. Stay with it. Modification would be to put that left foot flat, knee bent, and just keep working that right leg. One more of these. Now bring both legs up to center. Bring it in for a hug, just for a moment, because we're doing the other side. All right, legs up, feet flex. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Keep the head lifted if you can, looking straight up from your nose. Right leg goes down, foot flexed hard. Inhale, exhale slow. Left heel to right toe. And as you're squeezing the air out, use those abs and push your low back down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, lower and tap. If you're finding it's too hard on your backs, keep with it. Just put that right foot flat and work the left leg. Not quite the same intensity, but that's okay. Until you're strong enough, listen to your body. Let's try and do two more. And I say that for myself as well. Inhale up. Last one here. And up. Excellent, bring it in. Whew. Well-deserved hug as you rock out gently side to side. Inhale through your nose, side out. Happy baby for sure. With your knees bent, feet flexed, come up and reach for the feet. If you can't comfortably grab your feet, go ahead and reach behind your thighs. Rock out side to side. If you have the feet, I want you to pull down on them, but as you're pulling down, push your feet back up. Feels really good on the back as well. Feel that low back release slightly. Also, it's good for your hamstrings. All right, bring it to center. Let's do a twist. Let the knees go to your left. Just let them rest. Arms will float back to the right. Turning your gaze behind you. Relax and breathe, belly and back. One more. Inhale, center, take your time. Exhale, switch, knees to the right, arms to the left, looking over that left shoulder. Completely relax and breathe. Let that spine work its way out. One more. All right, bring it to center. Now when you rock from your shoulders to your tail and back, envision that you're pressing each vertebrae back into line. Let's just do 2 or 3. Go ahead and come on into table facing the front of your mat. Table, of course, is hands and knees. When you put your hands down, you want your fingers spread as wide as you can, and I want index finger reaching to the top of the mat. Try and line it up as best you can so you are shoulder over wrists. And then for knees under hips, I just go for a fist to maybe just a little more, fist and a half. Let's get into these cat-cows. On your inhale, drop your belly and look up. And on your exhale, roll over into your angry cat. Chin into chest and navel into spine. Stay with it. Inhale, drop belly, look up. Exhale, roll over and squeeze out. Stay with it. Bring yourselves to center. Let's just do a couple laterals here. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, let your hips go to the right, and as you do so, look back at your left foot, pushing into that hip slightly. Inhale, come to center, and exhale, hips to the left, look back at your right foot. Let's do that again. Inhale, center. Exhale, hip to the left, look back at your right foot. And inhale, center. All right, make your way to your downward dog. Curl your toes, lift your hips, and start to walk that dog out. Bend one knee as you push back to the opposite heel. And then slowly switch it out. Head hangs, shake it out a little bit, yes and no. Gaze stays on knees or thighs. When you're ready, take that right leg up behind you in a dog split. We're going to do the three-way hip stretch, so if you will, this is the inhale. Your exhale, come forward into a plank, bringing right knee to the outside of that right elbow till you're empty of breath. Inhale goes back to dog split. Now I want you to cross under into a twist, knee to opposite elbow until you're empty of breath and navel's in the spine, and then inhale, go back. Third will be knee to nose, so I want you to just kind of round the back, kissing the knee. You're going to do that again, all three ways. So go to the outside nice and strong. Work on controlling your movement so you know you're engaging your muscles. Underneath into a twist, same thing. And back. Third will be knee to nose. Round the back, kiss the knee. Now the other great hip opener is to lift that leg up as high as you can. Bend the knee so the foot falls behind and start to draw circles with your right foot both ways. Loosening the ankle. Keep breathing into that right hip. Now draw circles with your knee, big circles. And you can stay here for my advanced students if you want a little more. Just slowly let the foot come down behind into your wild thing. And as the heel pushes down, the hips press high and you reach. Go ahead and bring it out. And come forward to plank. Modification would be table. Come up high on your tippy toes, right? So you're looking over the edge of your cliff. Here's your inhale. On the exhale, as you lower, you're really trying to keep the elbows above the wrists the whole way down. Squeeze in if you have to. Flat on your belly. Relax first. And then find cobra. So hips and thighs will push down to lift your kneecaps up and press the tops of the feet in the mat. All 5 toes if you can. Start to squeeze those elbows behind. Stay low or slowly rise, like you're peeling that navel off the mat. You can go medium or all the way up. Take another inhale, exhale, lower to the earth. Unwind that spine. Now depress to plank, and this is, option. You can go to table. You're going to curl those toes under. I always shift forward just a little bit. So I want to keep my elbows above my wrist. When you're ready, push straight up. Inhale up and exhale back. Walk it out a little bit. And you saw me, if you watched me, I kind of dumped into my belly. And again, that's just because my core is not quite where it needs to be yet, as well as my arms, but you still keep working on it as long as it doesn't hurt you. Take that left leg up behind you. Dog split, gaze on your thigh. Here's your inhale, exhale, knee to outside elbow. Plank, squeeze till you're empty of air. Inhale back, go deep. Cross under. And back. Third, knee to nose, round the back. Do it again. Slow and controlled. Start to build up that strength inside your core, as well as your arms. Again. Knee to nose. Take it up high. Stack the hips. Bend that knee. Drawing circles with your foot both ways. Breathe right into your left hip flexor. Circles with the knees. Stay with this or let that foot fall. And as the foot comes down, press your hips high and reach for wild thing. As we come out, find plank or table. Turn eyes, the elbows forward, shift forward, another inhale. Exhale, lowers, chaturanga. Flat on my belly, cobra. Hips and thighs down, lift the knees up, tops, feet in the mat. You can go low, medium, or high. Exhale, back to the earth. Inhale, press it back to a plank or table, your choice. So inhale, push up. Exhale, press back. 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through your nose and sigh it out. Again. One more. Slowly tiptoe those feet forward. Coming to the top of the mat in Ardha Tadasana. Ardha means halfway, so you're halfway up with a flat back. You're drawing your crown forward, you're pushing tailbone behind you, creating length and space. Here's your inhale. Your exhale is Uttanasana, forward fold. As you fold in, let the head hang, so look at your knees if you can. You can grab your toes, you can grab your elbows, you can pull in, whatever you want to do. Do not feel like you have to lock those knees. I always keep a little bend, just because of your low back. One more, big inhale, halfway up, Ardha. And exhale, forward fold. Squeezing the air from the belly. Inhale, Ardha Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rises Utthita Tadasana. So as you come up, your palms will touch. And as heels down, tuck your tail and just do a little bitty back bend. Feel like you're dragging your fingers across the sky, lifting your hearts to heaven, and then bringing your hands to your heart center in Anjali Mudra. All right, well, that took a little longer than I expected. We did a little bit more in our warm-up, but that's okay. So this is a sequence that we do it 3 times in a row, but every time we go into bowing warrior, we're going to hold it, okay? So start at the top of your mats, and we're going to add on, but I'll explain as we go. Feet are parallel, hands width apart. I want you to lift your toes coming into Tadasana. Turn your thighs inward, pull your navel in, and roll your shoulders on your back. And hands become open and receiving, gaze, third eye, looking up slightly. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale will be Ardha Tadasana, halfway up. Now when you're full of breath, either jump or step to a plank and do the Vinyasa on breath. So exhale, lower Chaturanga. Your inhale would be your Cobra or Up Dog. And exhale back, Downward Dog, whole dog. Your right foot comes to the top of the mat in a Warrior 1. So get that foot up. My left foot, it's going to be flat, heel down, toes out. Inhale will rise to Warrior 1. Exhale, sink in a little bit. So as I'm pushing my left heel back, I'm going to pull left hip in. We're going a little slow on the first time, just for alignment. Now move to Warrior 2. So heel toe that front foot over until heel of that front foot's in line with the arch of the back foot. Always keep the inside of the front foot parallel to the side of your mat. Mula Bandha's your root lock, so just tuck tail, navel in. Arms are front and back, and gaze is always forward over your front 2 middle fingers. That's looking off into the horizon. All right, so when you're ready, stay here or drop down. Right palm up, reverse warrior. Inhale, back to Warrior 2. Now straighten your right leg. Turn the right foot in. Turn the left foot to face behind you, and now you're in your Warrior 2, back of the room. Mula Bandha, tuck tail, navel in. Arms strong. Reach behind your back for a Venus Mudra. Interlace fingers, press palms, big inhale. Exhale, bow. So this is the bowing warrior sequence. As you bring it in, head hangs, knuckles rise. Gently squeeze left thigh in. Root down into the back half of that right foot. And every exhale, if you can go a little deeper, go a little deeper. On your next inhale, bring it up. So release and come back up to Warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheels down. Step it back and flow through the Vinyasa. So exhale, Chaturanga, facing the back of the room. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. And exhaling back, Downward Dog. Left foot forward, Warrior 1. Right foot will be planted. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. As you're pushing your right heel back, pull right hip in and tuck tail. Move it in, Warrior 2. Heel toe over until heel of the front foot's in line with the arch of the back. Check your lines. Mula Bandha strong, arms strong, gaze forward and drop. Left palm up, reverse warrior. Left hand sky, right hand thigh or back. Stay here or drop your hip and drag your fingers across the sky. Inhale, center. Straighten your left leg. Left foot turns in. Right foot goes forward. Back to Warrior 2. Mula Bandha strong. Reach behind Venus Mudra, big inhale. Exhale, fold. Belly, ribs, chest, and crown. Crown down, knuckles rise. Squeeze that right thigh gently in. Root down into the back half of the left foot. And every exhale, if you can go deeper, go a little deeper. All right, release your hands, push into your feet. Inhale, warrior two, up. Exhale, cartwheels down. Step back and flow. Modify if you need to. You can do this with the knees down. Or if today is not your day with your shoulders, just hold plank and go back to dog. All right, go ahead, let's do it again. Right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, transition. Warrior two. Sink it down, right palm up, reverse warrior. Bring it to center, straighten your right leg. Turn the right foot in, turn the left foot to face behind you, right? Warrior two, Mula Bandha strong, arms are strong. Reach behind Venus Mudra, bow. Belly, ribs, chest, crown. Crown down, knuckles rise. Squeeze your left thigh gently in. Root into the back half of this right foot. And every exhale, I'm going to go a little deeper. Now release your hands inside, both hands here. Bend the elbows if you can and let the head hang, so all your body weight's here. Now let that knee open slightly to the left. Continue to breathe. One more. Before I rise, I come part way up and then always look down to protect your necks. Inhale up, warrior two, exhale cartwheels, step back and flow. When you're ready, left foot forward, right foot down, inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, transitions, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2, right? Check your lines, Mula Bandha strong. Left palm up, reverse warrior. Dragging your fingers across the sky. Inhale, center, straighten your left leg. Left foot turns in, right foot is forward. Warrior 2, Mula Bandha, engage that root lock. Reach behind Venus Mudra, big inhale. Exhale, bow. Belly, ribs, chest, crown. This time you're squeezing the thigh gently inward. And on that back foot, the left foot, root into that. As the head hangs, the knuckles shall rise. Keep breathing. Now release both hands inside, bowing warrior. Bend elbows if you can, head hangs, so all your body weight's there. Knee can open a little bit to the right. Relax as best you can into these hips. Breathe into your hips. One more. All right, ready? Come part way up. Inhale, rise, Vira 2. Exhale, cartwheels. Step it back and flow. Switch it up if you need to. Modify if you need to. Hold dog. All right, last one. Right foot forward, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Back foot planted. The inhale, rise. Nice and strong. Think 5 counts. Exhales, transition. 2, Vira 2. Settle in. Mula Bandha strong, arms strong. Right palm up, reverse. Dragging your fingers across the sky, lifting your hearts to heaven. Bring it to center. Straighten your right leg. Right foot in, left foot behind. Go ahead, bend into that knee. Mula Bandha strong, arms strong. Reach behind Venus Mudra, big inhale. Exhale, bow and humble yourselves. Belly, ribs, chest, crown. Maybe even bring what you're grateful for right into that third eye. Meditate on it with every exhale. Go a little deeper if you can. Release the hands down. Elbows bent, knee can open gently to the left, root into the right foot, the outside of it. Breathing into those hips. Finally, side angle. So left hand can be down. I should have told you to bring a block, but if you need a block, you can put it there. Right arm up to the sky. Look up your arm and see your thumb. What that does is it stacks your shoulders. Push arm into leg gently, and leg into arm. And then we're going to wrap our back. So turn the palm, bend the elbow, and wrap. And some of you may be right here with a half bind, and that's perfect. But you're so deep, can you feed this left arm under and reach back and find fingers? Another option, of course, is to grab a strap as well. Roll the shoulder on the back. Breathe into those hips. Ground into the back half of that right foot and root into the four corners of your front foot. All right, unwrap, come back to your side angle. Look at the ground to protect your necks. Inhale up, woo. Exhale down, step back, and flow. Take it back to dog if you need a rest. Shake it, swing it, move it. We're gonna finish this one up. When you're ready, left foot forward, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Inhale, rise, push, ground into the earth, feet. Exhale, transition. 2, Vira 2, find it. Check your lines. Mula Bandha strong, arm strong, drop in. Left palm up, reverse, dragging your fingers across the sky, lifting your hearts to heaven. Bringing yourselves to center. Straighten your left leg. Left foot in, right foot forward. And then when you bend that right knee to find Warrior 2, just double check your lines. Mula Bandha strong, arm strong. You ladies are fierce. Reach behind your back. Draw the knuckles down, because I assume they're all ladies, but I know soon I'm going to have men following me as well. Big inhale, exhale, bow, and humble yourselves with gratitude. Belly, ribs, chest, crown. You're going to be down here for a while. Put that intention right into that third eye. Breathe into that third eye. Every exhale, go a little deeper if you can. Root into those feet, get grounded. Now release both hands down, bowing warrior. Bend elbows if you can, head hangs. It's okay to let the knee open slightly to the right. Root into the back half of that left foot a little bit as well. Nice ankle stretch. One more breath. All right, finally side angle. So right hand stays down, or you can use your block again. Left hand to the sky. If I look up my arm, I see my thumb, and it will stack my shoulders. Start to wrap the back. Turn the palm to face behind you, bending the elbow. You can tuck it into your hip crease. You can grab a strap and go for the full bind. Feed that right arm under. You're low, but don't stay down here. Start to pull yourself up. As you straighten the left arm, it's going to start to draw that shoulder on the back. Continue to breathe into these hips. Not even thinking about hips right now, you're thinking about shoulders. Maybe even use the outside of this right arm and push it into the inside of that right thigh slightly. Get more out of your poses. All right, ready? Back to that side angle, release. Look at the floor, push into your feet. Inhale up. Exhale, cartwheels. Step it back and flow. Inhale through your nose, side out. Hand the tippy toes, bend the knees, drop those hips and jump it forward. Bring it up. Your inhale is Ardha Tadasana. Your exhale is Uttanasana. As inhale rises to Utthita Tadasana, heel sound, tuck your tail, lifting your hearts to heaven and returning to heart center. Anjali Mudra. Utkatasana, chair, drop in. Big toes touch. As you drop into the hips, start to draw that tailbone down, navel in. Squeeze the thighs tight, drop a little more. Lift chest and toes, inhale. Exhale, handstand. Prayer and down. Inhale will be Ardha. Jumper step to plank. Flow through a vinyasa, if you will. Holding dog when you get there. Okay, a little drink of water. Okay, right foot forward. Let's actually come into crescent. I haven't really done a crescent today. We're going to go ahead, bend the back knee to square your hips to the front, and then kick back into this left heel. If ever crescent becomes too much, you do it with the knee down, okay? As you're pushing back with the heel, pull that hip forward. And then let's go into a twist. So prayer, twist out to your right. Get that left elbow outside the right knee, and I want you to slowly push right hand to the left, just releasing the belly and the back. And as you're pushing your left heel back, pull left hip forward ever so slightly. Start to look over that shoulder. Now as we spin out, we're going to face the back of the room, back of the mat again in a warrior two. Mula Bandha strong, arms are strong. Left palm up, reverse warrior. Left hand sky, right hand thigh. Stay here once again. Drag your fingers across the sky behind you. Bring yourselves to center, warrior two. And then elbow can be on the knee for a side angle, but this time let's do an extended side angle. And as you reach, right, root into the back half of your right foot and see if you can start to look up under your arm ever so slightly, driving the shoulder onto the back. Now we're going to come into that flying monkey. So as we come down, just kind of sweep yourselves over so you're on the ball of the foot. My left leg is extended, toe pointing. And you can bring one hand in prayer, maybe two. Hands down, you can drop in and do your stretch. Or if you want to try that arm balance, hands behind you. I'm going to bend my elbows, creating that ledge. I want to keep elbows right above my wrist, so it's bone on bone there. And then you can start to lift the left foot, and then maybe the right foot. Ready? Come back to your flying monkey. Shift into your warrior two here. Palm up, inhale, reverse, and cartwheel it. Step back and flow. All right, when you're ready, left foot forward, crescent, staying on the ball of the foot. The inhale, you're going to rise. Square off the hips, kicking your heel back. Let's go a little deeper. Knee can always go down here. Prayer, twist out to your left. Right elbow outside left knee and push left hand into right, creating that rotation. As you're pressing your heel back, pull hip in. Just really release that back. Now as we come out, we're going to go ahead and shift into a warrior two, but facing back to the front of the mat. Check your lines, check your feet. Mula Bandha strong, arms strong. And then we're going to go ahead and drop it down. Palm up, reverse warrior. Dragging your fingers across the sky. Nice little stretch here, big inhale. Exhale, side angle. To extended side angle. Bring it around, big circle. That will keep the shoulder in its socket. And as I'm reaching, bicep over my ear, I'm rooting into the back half of that left foot and slowly start to look up to the sky if you can, driving the shoulder onto the back. Keep breathing. From here, swoop it down, coming into that flying monkey toe balance. Knee straight ahead. Right leg out, foot flex. One hand in prayer, maybe two. Focus and breathe. You want to open those hips a little more, hands inside pivot, drop into the belly and chest till you feel the stretch. You can stay here or facing the back of the mat. Hands have to go out in front because you have to bend in enough. Try and get up the mat though. Shift. Do you see how my elbows should be over my wrist? And I get that thigh right up there. Right leg lifts. Left toe lifts. Focus. Bring it back. Flying monkey. Now shift back forward. Vira two. Right palm up, reverse. And cartwheel. Step it back. And flow. I'm throwing in one more quick sequence just because I wanted to get this hip opener in a bound half moon. So have a block handy. Right foot forward, warrior two. Spin your back foot down, arms front and back. Straighten your front leg. Rise through the crown, reach forward, palm up, reverse, triangle, right hand sky, left hand thigh or back. Stay here or slowly drag your fingers across the sky behind you. Breathe into those ribs. Root into the front foot, big toe, second toe. Feel the stretch. Now bring it to center. Start to reach, reach, reach for your front. And find that triangle pose. Lock if you want it. As you look up your arm, you see your thumb. Hold the crown. But most importantly, feel the mat beneath your feet. So you're getting really rooted. Shift your gaze down. Bend the front knee. To block those two fists in front of your foot, you're going to shift forward right until that shoulder's over your wrist, and then slowly lift the back leg. Foot's flexed really hard. Focus on your index finger, if that works. And then the left knee, bend it in. So heels coming to my rear end. Reach back with your hand. Find the foot and kick your foot into your hand. But try and keep your shoulders stacked and your hips stacked so you get that hip opener. Breathe. All right, release and come to your warrior two. Once again, when you land, always check your feet. Give yourselves a breath or two just to find your pose before you move on so you're not messing up your joints. Palm up, inhale, reverse, cartwheel. The last one. Go for it. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. And downward dog. Left foot. Vira two, warrior two. Spin the back foot down. Arms front and back should be well lined up. Mula Bandha strong, arms strong. Straighten your front leg. Rise to the crown, reach forward, palm up, reverse. Warrior left hand, or triangle, excuse me. Left hand sky, right hand thigh or back. Stay here or drag the fingers behind you. And as you reach, root into that front foot, big toe, second toe. Breathe into that front body. All right, back to center. Reach, reach, reach. Block if you need it. Triangle pose. Look up your right arm straight, line to your thumb. Pull the crown forward to lengthen the neck. And maybe even close your eyes and feel the mat beneath your feet. Gaze up or down. Look down, bend the front knee, shift forward. Find your focus. Find your half moon, foot flexed hard. Kicking your heel to the back wall. That will stack the hips as you toe points towards the right wall. Pull the navel in, lock knees, reach for the sky. If you can, bend the right knee, bring the heel in behind. Reach back for that ankle, and then kick. Keep kicking foot into hand. Try to remember to keep the shoulders stacked and the hips stacked. Breathe. Release. Warrior two. Mula Bandha strong, palm up, inhale, reverse. Cartwheel. Step it back. Flow or find your dog. Hold your dog when you get there. Now I gotta get you guys down. Jump or step to the top of your mat. You can come into a yoga squat or you can come into cross-legged. So it was a little slower class today, but I liked it more. It dealt more with flexibility and openness, as well as strength, of course, and endurance. So I'm not really cooling you down much because I have to get it done, but I'm going to do a quick one just to slow your heart rate. Soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Grab these big toes, rise up, big inhale. Exhale, fold. Now see where you're at to where you're normally, because we all kind of know our stopping points. I mean, some of us are always on the floor. Some of us are lucky if we can get a lean. I don't want you to push yourself into it, but what I want you to do is just kind of feel what feels good. Breathe into those hips. Let the head hang even. And then maybe walk forward just a little bit more and just see if something's different or something's changed. And if it has, stick with this class. It's one of my favorites. All right, we have to go down now. So soles of your feet flat, knees bent. Fists width apart as you lower yourselves down. One vertebrae at a time. Once you're on your mat, on your back, walk your heels in tight. Arms resting. Heels down, hips lift. Let's stick here for our back bend today. If you really want to go for the full back bend, go for it, the full wheel. If you can, walk those heels in a little tighter, press hips up higher. See how that feels? Keep rooting into your heels to take the weight off of the butt and the back. And then perhaps you can walk your shoulders under, start to clasp your hands in prayer, maybe even grab your ankles. Continue to ground into your heels up at the hips to continue to release that back. Chin into chest, as we know, stimulates our thyroid. Don't lift the head, just shift your gaze to your bellies. Watch it rise and fall as you breathe. Ready, inhale. Roll on your tippy toes, release your hands. Exhale, start your shoulders inch by inch. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Relax. Knees to the left and center. Right and center. We're going to do this. Windshield wipers. Go ahead, draw your knees in. Inhale through your nose, sigh out. Our next test, happy baby. Feet flex, knees bent, come up and reach for those feet. As you're pulling down, are you able to do it easier? Do you not feel as much on the back? Maybe yes, maybe no. But as you're pulling down on the feet, now push the feet into the hands. Just to release that back a little more. Any inversion you want to move into, and that can include a headstand, go for it. Not long, maybe a minute. I just want your feet above your heart. So happy baby is one. You can be on your back with your legs up, or you can put the block under the hips, or again, boosting up into your shoulder stand. So whatever feels good to you. If you are on your block or your back, really try and keep those ankles in line with your hips so the weight's on the pelvis and not up here. A few more breaths in and out. Start to make your way to the mat on your backs and bend the knees. Keep that right knee in, extend the left leg out, let it rest. Right arm up overhead and let it rest, and then draw the leg across your body into the twist. Keeping your hip down, shoulder down, turn it to the right. Relax and breathe. Make your way to center, taking your time. Both knees come in for a hug, rock out. And when you're ready, left knee in, right leg extends out in front, just let it rest. Left arm up overhead, let it rest. And you're going to take that right hand and pull the knee across the body, coming back into your twist. Try to keep your shoulder down, if you can, on the left side. And then slowly start to turn the head to the left. Once you find it, I want you to completely relax. Close your eyes and breathe. hand for a hug to neutralize. Rock it gently side to side or draw circles with your knees, right and left, whatever feels good to you. Before your final posture of Shavasana, it's an inhale through your nose. This time when you sigh out, I would just like you're letting it go. With that intention, staying on your backs, let the legs come out in front of you. Feet can be as wide as your mat or wider. And just let them fall open naturally with gravity. Arms will rest by your side, or you can take them out into the star shape, pentacle, east and west, palms up, touch index finger to your thumbs. This is showing that you're very open and receiving. And by closing the thumb and index finger, you're allowing that energy to just flow through your bodies. And just allow the bodies to rest. Your eyeballs will sink deep into your sockets. Your eyelids are gently closed. Your inner ear softens. The jaw slackens. And your tongue relaxes as you let everything go. Slowly start to bring your awareness back into your bodies by gently wiggling your toes. Touch each fingertip with your thumb. Reaching your arms over your head and extend through your feet, stretching your body out. Take a deep inhale, fill your body with your sweet, sweet breath. And on your exhale, drawing the knees into your chest, giving yourselves one final compassionate hug. When you feel satisfied, you're going to slowly roll to your right side and just remain there for a moment in the fetal position with your eyes closed. Use the strength of your arms, slowly start to rise, coming back to seated. And if you will, drawing both hands to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Lower your chin into your chest and bow your heads, taking a moment to honor yourselves. From the place deep in my soul, which I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor this same light that shines deep inside of each of you. Thank you so much for following me on this journey. Wishing you a beautiful week. Namaste.